And now, a very important message.
Hi, my name is James Roguski. I am the moving force behind independentcongress.com. Our purpose is very simple. We're fed up with the same old from the Democrat and Republican Party, and we are supporting candidates who are running for Congress, that is the House of Representatives and the Senate in 2022, so long as they are not part of either machine. If they're independent or from some of the other parties like Green, Libertarian, Constitution, or any other party, you have our support, and all we are offering is access to information about the candidacies of various people, because we know that the mainstream media is not going to help them out. We're getting support from alternative media who are interviewing candidates and getting this information out to people so that everyone can know that in 2022, when all of the districts are going to be redrawn because of the latest census, you will have more than just the two boring choices. It's not just Democrat and Republican. You will know that you have a choice to make a change that you see fit when you go to vote in 2022. So visit independentcongress.com, get involved, and contact me anytime. My name is James Roguski, and you can reach me at 310-619-3055.
Are you ready? Break it down! Yeah!
And now, a very important message.
Hi, my name is James Roguski. I am the moving force behind independentcongress.com. Our purpose is very simple. We're fed up with the same old from the Democrat and Republican Party, and we are supporting candidates who are running for Congress, that is the House of Representatives and the Senate in 2022, so long as they are not part of either machine. If they're independent or from some of the other parties like Green, Libertarian, Constitution, or any other party, you have our support, and all we are offering is access to information about the candidacies of various people, because we know that the mainstream media is not going to help them out. We're getting support from alternative media who are interviewing candidates and getting this information out to people so that everyone can know that in 2022, when all of the districts are going to be redrawn because of the latest census, you will have more than just the two boring choices. It's not just Democrat and Republican. You will know that you have a choice to make a change that you see fit when you go to vote in 2022. So visit independentcongress.com, get involved, and contact me anytime. My name is James Roguski, and you can reach me at 310-619-3055.
Are you ready? Break it down! Yeah!
Check, are we working here? Yes, there we go. Alright, so looks good to me. I'm going to actually talk a little bit. We're supposed to actually possibly have someone named Yellow Brick Road on today. I need to check my messages here once again. He maybe actually talked to my other account. Does that have anything to do with life? There's is he on? Is he on? No, he is not. I'm saying something anyways. Well, let's see. Alright, so I sent him a message right now. Doesn't look like he's online. Who knows what happened? But, you know, as that was really the topic that I had meant to speak about today, I will actually address it. So, let me just check one more thing on my screen here. Other potential things I want to bring up. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, alright, let's talk about this. Okay, so today's episode, we could have talked about, you know, the Yellow Brick Road, which maybe we'll be talking about them soon. But today's episode, I actually had a list of topics I was going to bring up at some point, and I guess today's a good day as any. Let's talk about why Yang lost in New York City, about some of the events that transpired on the way towards that particular loss, some things that happened within the volunteer campaign, which people don't really know about, which I think is a good learning experience. So let's talk about it. So the thing is that I joined the Yang Gang. I like Yang's ideas, but to tell you the truth, I was really a Tulsi head, and you can see this is actually a Tulsi shirt right here. Still kind of a Tulsi head. We'll talk about that later, but still a fan. She's been quiet lately, so and she put in her time. So if she wants to take a break, I can't blame her. I mean, I'd want to take a break after that bullshit, but. Anyways, let's go back to the Yang situation. So the thing is that Yang had certain good ideas. Critics of Yang, what do they really know? Even people who were supporting Yang, many of them did not know about some of the policies such as democracy dollars, such as, some of his police reform issues, things like that. These were decent. But maybe the consultants told him not to talk about those things. Who knows what happened? I think that he could have just really refined his message again. But it became about becoming a celebrity and a pundit and about dancing, which was ridiculous and not really, it didn't really speak to build trust. It just seemed like more fake political shit. And Yang was at his best when he was saying things like, when we talk about Trump, we're losing. We need to focus on, solving the problems instead of personality politics. Things like that, So, to tell you the truth, I can't 100% blame Yang. I know that may be controversial. But the fact of the matter is that the grassroots who he needed to appeal to, because remember, he was a outsider trying to gain acceptance or trying to, obtain power in some way through a system that is kind of run by a certain group of people. And he tried to do it the grassroots way, but the grassroots were only able to get him technically 1% in Iowa, and that whole thing was looking fixed, rigged, and weird. So he's looking at one hand of the other, about some grassroots people that maybe he wants to believe in, but they have just shown that they cannot get the job done. You look at the people won't call it the left, whatever, whoever they're associated with. They keep complaining, but they don't seem to really be able to actually get the job done. Now the Yang people, because there was, a lot of new people, right? They had not really been, they believed in this. They thought maybe there was a chance for real change, things like that. And they had some big people on board, John Leguizamo, possibly Dave Chappelle, things like that. So, I think... Which, who knows what would have happened, right? We don't remember that these Tough Strategies people, these movement people, they have a lot of these computers to kind of tell them, what they think is going to happen and what they think that's going to happen from, but I never saw any polls or surveys that went out, asking if Dave Chappelle would be a good fit for marketing Andrew Yang. But the fact of the matter is that, the people who were volunteers in the campaign had a chance to assert themselves, and they had some good things in line for that. They actually had been contacting many voters in a project for something called Humanity First Movement. A lot of the volunteers were calling for down ballot candidates who Yang had supported. The thing about that is that that effort, right, which was one of the candidates I think was independent, right, but they were mostly Democrats. They used that time right after Yang had dropped, and with the influence of guiding those other campaigns, and also, right, at that time Yang was really parroting a lot of go for Biden, and he just said really ridiculously extreme things like voting for Biden could be the reawakening of the Asian American voice, or just the most absurd endorsements of Joe Biden. And he also embraced other establishment figureheads like Grace Meng, who really had never shown any type of real support for Andrew Yang or his campaign, or even really, an Asian American candidate running for office in a way that would challenge the establishment once again. Once again, Grace Meng is actually supporting a number of corrupt down ballot candidates who won. Who won because, once again, right, you look at Andrew Yang, right, the grassroots is unable to effectively get the job done when it comes time to vote, because the mainstream media has just been completely overtaken, and we can do stuff on the streets, but how many people are on the streets? That's a little bit less. The people who are unhappy, the people who are trying to fight for change. There's a lot of comfortable people out there that are okay with things, who get their messaging from mainstream media, and they are, these people are the type to vote and work with the system, and you get conformist results. It's unfortunate, yeah. So, the thing is that Yang's people, right, his volunteers, right, remember I've been talking about it before, they have been making calls for these down ballot candidates, and that is work. That is an exchange of work, because they believe, and what did they get back in return? They felt like they were working on a cause they believed in, but some of us who are long-time activists understood, right, the possibility to ask for more. So they asked for a seat at the table when it came to decision making. They didn't ask to be the sole arbiters of what happens there, but they asked for a voice in what happens. And then what happened is that, the Andrew Yang campaign, which had made promises to integrate, just said no, and just pulled a fast, dirty one on the volunteers. And that's unfortunately kind of common behavior amongst these corporate campaign consultants. And I encourage you to watch my other video on the topic. I literally warned members of the Yang Gang. I said, look, these corporate campaign consultants are coming in. It's got to be all them. They got to destroy everybody else who could, make it look like that anything was successful outside of their influence. It has to be all them. I think that's why they cut out Dave Chappelle. I think that's why they cut out the volunteers. And this competition between volunteers and campaign consultants has been going on for a long time. The campaign consultants are a little bit arrogant, and sometimes they are more focused and organized. Sometimes they are, but they're also screwing up, and they should maintain an ear with the community. I get where they get frustrated, because a lot of people are opinionated in this political game, and then it gets fucking crazy, and then instead of focusing on what needs to be done, the people that want to have policy, arguments all day long, and you really can't get anything done if all you're doing is having policy arguments. You have to, run a campaign and get shit done. I totally get that. So, but the fact of the matter is that, within that framework, there still is the room for policy, and the candidate has to decide where to draw that line. Yeah? You can't just enable people that are operators with no care whatsoever for the platform, the messaging, or the ideas behind the campaign itself that made it work. Yeah? In the end, you have to keep a read on that. And as volunteers, we told you, Andrew Yang, we told you, but you had stopped listening. And that's the problem with celebrity, and that's the problem with being a pundit, and that's the problem, honestly, with becoming a quote-unquote leader, right? The people that you should be talking to, the people that you should hear from, are pushed away from you, from others that want to use your influence to their own ends. They'll have this annoying hunger for your ability to get things done. And they'll place themselves between you and the ones who really need help. And they will absorb all the money and the resources and in their own battles and quests for what they're trying to achieve, which is, I'm not saying not legitimate, but, is that really what you're there for? And you're not there to serve these people. You're there to serve, the general populace and the goods and the interest of humanity itself, not just, hook up the people who fund our campaign, and oh my god, remember when AOC said that, if I was a one-termer, that's okay? that's hard for people to. It's easier to say than it is to do. You can see that there's some, and the temptation is so strong. Oh, I'm different. Oh, I will. If I make this compromise, right, I will hold up when it counts. You already given up. No, don't give up. Yeah. So the Yang, I think the volunteers, a lot of them were saying this on the ground, but none of them are saying this openly. And how do you expect, right, this information to pass on through what, like through little whispers within your little communities? Hey, maybe that's the way it's got to be. Right? We need to have a network and information that we can trust. No more of this kind of like we're allowing these corporate, campaign consultants to control the messaging and the knowledge that we have about what's going on around us. How can we properly respond to a problem if we're not even allowed to know that it exists? And too often this is exactly what happened with the Yang Gang. He got signed by Yes People, Matt, Zach and Matt. Yes. Right? Nothing's wrong ever. Nothing to be fixed here. His enabling, which is very, I understand the addictive nature of someone who always agrees with you, right? This person's always giving you what you want versus this other person who's telling you, right, the right thing to do. I understand where everybody who's telling you that you're wrong, or anybody who's telling you that, like, to fix something, it can go into a blur. It can go into it just become noise. So this is where I'm telling you once again, you political campaign consultants, when you look at a volunteer who goes above and beyond to work on these issues, and you might just take it for, right, some dude like sitting on a political, like, soapbox, or, but they could be having very deep levels of passion on the subject, and they could have been working on it a long time, and they could just happen to know about certain aspects of it. There's a lot of, let me tell you about this other thing, okay. Andrew Yang. Supposedly he's for humanity, right? Well, one way that you can tell right away if a campaign is really about humanity like they say they are, you got these pictures on the campaign material with them looking up in the sky all brave and shit, like, what the fuck you looking at? So the fact of the matter is that these you can see by the way they treat those with disabilities, inclusiveness, and there's a lot of campaigns that were run by these people with big promises. They can't even make their website like ADA compliant for a citywide campaign. God forbid you run a national campaign doing that stupid shit. There's people, right, who are with disabilities who are trying to access government services, and it's your job, right, to make those things accessible, to lower barriers to service, to clear those things away. But I get it. Right now, there's a if you look at what people love to focus on, which, let's talk about Yang again, right? Yang said we only fix what we measure, right? We get sucked up into the numbers, and we forget to calculate other parts of the equation. So he was right about that. Notice that even those who preach, right? Yeah, sometimes, I'm not damning him for that, Nobody's perfect in this world. We are all blinded by our biases, by, when hope gets in the way. Yeah? Sometimes hope can be a dangerous thing, because it can convince you to engage in, non-authentic behavior in the dreams that you're going to achieve some better society. Stop trying to manipulate people. This whole, not saying Yang Gang in general, even though it was there too, this whole political scene is filled with those who love manipulation as a tactic and as a tool. I really just don't like it, but I understand that's part of the part of what goes on. Also, the thing about why Yang Gang lost was they had a lot of they played it smart by getting a lot of candidates to sign up as supporters and featuring them and trying to absorb their base and, you know, have things work together. They had like ride-alongs and people that, when it seemed like they were winning, a lot of people wanted to jump on board and associate their name with that losing brand. And you could see the, you know, it looked like he was going to win, right? You could see that even when I could have just stayed silent and been like, hey, look, it's going to be a good ride. Maybe I'm going to get some kind of juice here. Maybe I have an opportunity here to play the game. Nah, fuck that. You know, I know right away that when they stop listening to you, when they think they're too good to, you know, what's going to happen when they get into office. There's certain people in housing they didn't listen to. Let's talk about another thing, Yang. During COVID, okay, you were here for the whole fucking thing, right? During COVID, rent increased in some public housing, facilities with the automatic rent increase that they're allowed to do every year. Could there have been a moratorium on that? You said nothing about that. Also, I emailed every single student government in New York City because I had tried to arrange something with, we had that one event with the Blessing Serpico, by the way, which could have been something that you had access to if you hadn't had not only thrown me in the trash, but also Stephen Lee and Theo Chino in the trash, and, well, some others as well, that some politicians, you know who you are, some community organizers, right, just kind of like turned their back on us without really investigation, or just because, you know, they just they decided to go with the winners. And you work in a humanitarian organization. What who are you representing? The unheard, people that are, you know, not listened to. So you're really putting into power a new another how could I say someone with just basic disregard for the issues and the voice of people that you saw working right beside you, and their intent and their desire to get involved in the process, and you're standing in the way. For what reason? What happens if it was you, right? As long as it wasn't you and you keep your mouth shut, then everything's cool, right? Is that the type of future that you want to create for our children? Because that's why we have this big mess. Okay, so you need to do some self-reflection, but they don't want to do that. They just want to forget about it, and that's very attractive. It's a very attractive place to go, which is unfortunate. Yeah, there's not a lot of self-accountability. So let me see one more time if my man Yell Bro. Oh, he's nice. Okay, beautiful. He is here. I knew I could count on him, boy. Okay, let me send you the link. Okay, let me send you a link. I'm very excited to bring him on board. Okay, we're gonna have this guy Yellow Brick Road on the channel very soon. I'm so excited. Okay. Alright. We're almost there, folks. Ooh, wait. I probably... that's weird. I may have to restart the stream, which is probably cool anyways. Okay. Let's do this guy here. Let's go to the Okay, we're gonna go into something called general discussion. I'm actually gonna do this on his stream, which is gonna be fucking crazy, yeah, or in his Discord. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. All right. Oh shit, yo, bro's on. What's up, man? All right, let me turn on my camera over here. I may have to restart right quick. Let me check. OBS Studio. Okay. Let's see over here. Okay, I'm going to my. I cannot hear you, yo, bro.
Here.
I hear you now. I hear you now. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to the display here. I may have to log off right quick. Okay. All right.
That's cool.
Thanks, brother. Actually, you know what, I could maybe use myself as a logo. I don't have to be on the screen, I guess. Do you want to do it through voice only, or you want to do the camera? It's cool with me either way.
Let me just do voice.
Okay,
I didn't set anything up really.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna put my logo on top of the snap camera filter. Let's see. So let me just change my camera, and I'll be ready to go. Here it is.
Alright.
Okay, HDI can't. Probably busy. Okay. All right, whatever. Yeah. All right, let's get it started. Okay, so I am still live. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream just so that we have.
My volume good?
Your volume's excellent. Yeah. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream just so that I'm gonna stop and restart the stream. Oh, you're not going out. Yeah. Oh, give me a sound check one more time.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, that's decent. You're a little loud. Let me just turn you down just a little bit. Okay, one more time.
Hello, hello, hello.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. All right, let me turn myself down, and I'm going to also put on my headphones, and I'm going to restart the stream so that we can have a fresh interview with my man. All right, cool.
Alright. Pause.
All right, almost ready. Okay. Yeah? I was planning on having Ali on next week, but it's you can sit in. This is actually my live interview with Yelbro. Actually, I was actually thinking of getting you involved with in the discussion, but I really want to focus on Yelbro. So.
I won't talk. My bad.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
So Yelbro. Okay, it's time. I restarted the stream. Yeah. So check it out. This is today's special guest. Mondays is going to be a different guest every week. Actually, Ali is scheduled for next week, so glad to have her. But Yellow Brick Road is actually multiple things. He's not just the YouTube channel. Once again, you type in the word the Yellow Brick Road. I think that's the avatar that you see on the screen. That cowardly lion. That's actually, I think, is that your same avatar on YouTube?
Is it? No. My avatar on YouTube is the Scarecrow, Dorothy, Tin Man, and the lion walking down the Yellow Brick Road towards Emerald City.
Okay, cool. So when I'm actually, the Yellow Brick Road is a YouTube channel. It's also a Discord, and I'd say that the two are actually quite intertwined. Is there anything else that that the Yellow Brick Road is on? Are you guys on Twitch or other things like that?
We do have a Twitch channel, but we didn't. I don't think we used it. The only reason we had it was because we got suspended from YouTube for like 90 days.
Okay.
So
now the thing is
we
that
don't really.
I'll ask more about that in a moment, right? But the thing is that actually I'm involved with a lot of political groups, a lot of different, different movements, right? Exploring, looking for new technology, looking for ways to do things. And your group is kind of political, but then it kind of like is not political in another way. How would you define, right, the Yellow Brick Road as in terms of its politics or that kind of thing?
Well, I think the core of politics is actually morality in a way, right? We're trying to find policies, ideas that make the world a better place for us at the very least. So I think the core of it is morality, and morality has no bounds. It's not locked into politics. It's everywhere. I've done videos talking about Call of Duty. I've done videos talking about sports, music, all of it. Trust me, this thing that I call morality is in all these different genres of life. So I don't see a point of heavily focusing on politics strictly.
Okay.
That's my answer.
That's good to know. Yeah, so, but there is so I do agree that you do go outside the realm of politics, and the interesting that you talk about morality, I do sometimes hear that from you, but I do hear a lot of also a psychological, which I really had, the way that I had understood your takes on things. I guess it's more morality, though? Was it morality or more like a psychological kind of like breakdown, where you feel like those things are combined together?
Well, the way to, like, all right, what we really want, like, if there's an end goal of an idea we want, let's say it's healthcare, right?
Okay.
Uh, let's say it's healthcare for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
From that shiny little goal out there, we need a way to get there. So something like psychology would play a role in like getting rid of the muck that's in the way of getting there, or even uh, a way to diagnose the people that are going to work against that to some degree, right? Of why a Joe Biden might behave the way he behaves, or like you were talking about earlier with Andrew Yang. Like, why is Andrew Yang doing this? Why is he like basically betraying his movement? And
Yeah.
it's like if we can somehow figure out and understand how these guys operate, it'll be easier to get to that shiny goal of healthcare for everyone.
Okay. One thing that I really admire about participating in your group, there's actually a Discord that meets. There's almost always discussions like every single day that go way late into the night on not just political issues. It does go outside that. It is quite political in nature. Is that there's an open discussion that and the openness and a non-cancellation policy that I think is really needed in other groups. And I think it's a great place to see a community that works together, has differences, but still, is able to function. I think this is a lot of community. DSA, hello, like people. You could come here and see a community that I think is honestly working very well.
Yeah, I mean, if I diagnose like the bigger problem as being a human problem, then you
Right.
better be dealing with humans. Otherwise, what's your point? Right? So there is no canceling here or anything like that. There's always room for someone to improve or redeem themselves. Even if they do something really like if Joe Biden wanted to join my Discord, he most definitely could. And but he'd have to eat some shit while doing it, right? He'd have to talk to
Yep.
people, which
What-
would probably be a problem for him. But at the same time, the door's open.
One quality that is looked for in
Right.
managers is, or that I always recommend to look for in managers is someone who's fair but firm. Yeah, and I think that's definitely is a good description of Yelbros. I think that even though he has own right before he was saying maybe I want to make healthcare for everybody happen. If someone is in the community who does not espouse that belief, Yelbro is they're still participating in the community at full strength. They don't feel in any way, any need to really hold back and to not, to be silent about that. I really commend you greatly for that. What is your, how does that work together with your political, you have something you want, right? But someone is espousing something that you don't want. They're part of a community, but why would you allow that to occur?
Well, my main thing, my first idea is to be fair and to try and be honest with the audience. And the only way, not the only way, but the main way for people to like straight up, like tangibly see that you honestly believe in the ideas you're talking about is to have some sort of clash, a clash of ideas, someone who believes something different. So that's one part of it. The other part is like, how can someone, let's say I believe in like this, like I said, the healthcare for everyone thing, right?
Yes.
How do I strengthen my arguments for that? How do I get comfortable speaking my ideas to people? Like, there's all these different elements that come into play when you have clashing ideas and different people and people coming from different perspectives, people with different, maybe like me and Ed, maybe we both agree on healthcare for everyone, but we disagree how to get there.
Okay. By
Or
the way,
maybe
let's talk about those different perspectives because oh my God, the community that you have right in the Discord is freaking ridiculous. Yeah, you have like people coming in with the most interesting backgrounds, years in the game, and like in all kinds of like science tech fields. How did this happen, bro? Like this is really something special. Like you guys are actually some heavyweights, like for real. Like how what? Like how'd you do this?
It basically started by accident. I mean, we would just stream, right? And our natural thing was to have everyone in the live chat talk to us. They can say whatever they want. We try to mod everyone so that they can say what they want to say and give us links to information and all that. And then is either Prop or Anthony were like, you should start a Discord. I'm like, I don't even know what that is really, but all right, we started one. And then all of a sudden, people started filing in, and then just organically, people were arguing with each other because they had different ideas of the world. And I think that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, actually, it is amazing. It's like a community of YouTubers and just like highly qualified people. It's just it's a dream come true. So, what do you think right now, as in terms of being in the chats, right? That was you saw an availability for them to come in, but something keeps them there, right? There's a lot of things competing for these high quality people's attention and time. What do you think keeps them around?
The audience? What keeps the audience around?
No, the people who are right, not just the audience, but the people who are participating like more in the Discord, right? The highly skilled technical people that I've been gushing about. Yeah.
Oh, like content creators and people like that stick around. Is that what you're asking?
It's not just content creators, right? Like if you look at like Snork Y2K, right? He's not a content creator, but he comes very highly qualified. Some of them are not really are just like beginning content creators or not even content creators. Like does Sebs by the way, I'm gonna shout out let's shout out some people that are, and let's shout out Anthony Reyes right now. I don't know if he has a YouTube yet now or Propaganda. I know that they have some kind of affiliation. What is the connection between Yellow Brick Road and Propaganda and Anthony Reyes?
Anthony was one of our earliest subscribers, and him and Skeptical were some of our earliest subscribers, and they would hang around and talk with us. We talk politics to sports and whatever. Prop might have been even earlier because me and James did a live stream when Julian Assange got arrested, and we just did like a full several hour long just paying attention to the news, like what's happening, how did this happen, all this stuff. And I guess that's what brought Prop around. And like I said, our natural rules were like, hey, be yourself here. Be yourself, hang out, argue ideas, tell us what you think about the world, send us information, on and so forth. And then we just bonded from there, I guess. And that's kind of the way it is with everybody.
Okay, was there a turning point at some where you're like, oh, like this is becoming super hot, or like when because there's something, there's definitely a difference in quality here. So was there a point when you're like, oh, like this has become some hot shit? Or it's gotten, maybe it's turned a corner, or it looks like we're like something interesting is happening here.
Well, I think a lot. Well, all right, like I would make an uploaded video about politics. Let's say Tulsi Gabbard, right? She was a big time, like as far as like people coming in and watching videos, and they'd probably look at us as just like normal content creators. But then they come into the live stream like, hey, let me just check out the live stream, and they come around and start talking to us. Like, okay, we talk back, and then people just stick around. I think they enjoy hearing someone trying to be honest with them while they're trying to be honest with us. We can argue ideas. I think that's very important. Also the fun stuff, right? We'll watch a fight every so often. We'll watch a movie or whatever. We'll crack jokes, right? It's less. I'm trying to be more human.
I'd say that's 100% accurate,
like,
because
you like politics, go away.
That's why I do show up, because the feeling that it's people aren't canceled for their ideas, even if they are against the there's no heretical ideas in the environment. So you're pretty much allowed to think what you think, unless you're just straight up disrupting just to be disruptive, which that does occur. Once again, you have to be there. It's not like there's no rules at all, but the ones that are there, they truly allow freedom of expression and thought, and I deeply appreciate it. Yeah, we have another. Just so you know, this is on prompt. This is being recorded. This is being streamed live. Just so you know, this is actually Steve Cutler. I'm getting tuned on to new producers all the time, and it's just a wonderful environment for that. Any content creator who's watching my channel, if you want to network with other content creators in the political space, the Yellow Brick Road is for me. Out of all my explorations, you see me exploring new communities all the time. The Yellow Brick Road is the number one best, my favorite, political talk community. Yeah, I'm putting it out. You're my first guest on my my daily series for the summer. So, congratulations, bro. You earned it. Yeah.
Woo!
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. You know, it's not just you really though. It's the community. You know, it's the community that you've built, and that's loyal to honesty and fucking, you know, and having real discussions.
I wish I built it, but that's not really like. It's more of like I have my own particular sense of like what I want to do with things. I want to be as honest as I can. I want to be able to discuss ideas. If I get frustrated, I want to be able to yell. If I want to just chill and listen to music or play sport or watch a sports game or whatever, I want to be able to do that. I'm just being myself, and I think that what really built this is other people like understanding, like, oh, okay, we don't have to hide part of ourselves for the sake of, you know, fitting in here. Like, there's no yell bro Nazi in the Discord gonna kick you out for saying whatever. He's gonna come talk to you. That's probably gonna happen. He's probably gonna come talk to you to try to have a heart to heart, but he's not gonna just banish you out of existence, right? So they feel more comfortable to say what they mean, say what they want to say, and really discuss things.
Yeah, that is unique in the way that you handle it, and I deeply appreciate that. Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, how can people, the Discord and stuff? Is that the main way that you guys be communicating? How can people get on that? Yeah.
When we're talking to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Is your link to the Discord on every single YouTube video?
No, it's not. I think Discord links expire after a period of time, so you have to keep reading them. So I haven't done that. Usually it's like I try to be a little more filtered with my Discord. Like if I talk to you on in the YouTube chat, right, and I'm having a discussion with you, I'm like, okay, here's the Discord link. I'll send it out to people. Because you got it, like sometimes you'll give your link out and all of a sudden you'll be raided with trolls that came from Reddit somewhere. That's happened before, and it's not very nice when it does. So I think the best way to like if you want to talk, just talk to me personally. You could go at Yellbro on Twitter. Probably the most direct way to just talk to me. You can direct message me. You could do that, or show up in a live stream and talk and hang out and talk. And if I get that sense that, okay, you're not like strictly a troll or something, but hey, come on in the Discord, come watch a fight with us, come talk with us, come listen to music, whatever.
Yeah, we hang out, we watch videos, not just fights, but which we do watch the fights. And if there's sports fans, we watch a lot of baseball, watch a lot of different stuff, yeah? Just hanging out. It's cool in that sense too. It's not always political, but there's a heavy political element to it.
It could be a documentary one day and then like UFC the next day. Like it's basically like that.
Okay.
What do people feel like doing?
One reason why I feel like this is actually, I'm promoting this as a future model for leadership, right, is because it's not really so much about a strongman leader here that's kind of like giving directions top down, but it's a collaborative community of people that feel ready to have discussions, but there still is some management going on, which I appreciate, by the way, right? The thing is that I know you said that when you started this channel, you want to have a place to hang out, blah, 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 like watch games with other people and stuff like that, right? But what happened? Did you want to like be there when like one guy is like, mouthing off, and then, other people are complaining, and then they call on you to fix the problem? Hell no, right? Hell no. That's why, like, honestly, sometimes sometimes I'm asked if I want a position. I'm like, hell no. All of those complainers and shit, let someone else deal with that. Let me do what I want to do. You find some sucker to deal with that shit, But if you really love the community, right, you got to do what you got to do to hold it together. So, props to you on that, and I really appreciate that. Once again, it is an open environment. So if you are a organizer, if you are someone who is wants to talk to other content creators or find high value people, the Yellow Brick Road is definitely the destination spot. Yeah. I can find you. You guys are on Discord with a B?
Nah.
Okay, I'll get you.
I'm strictly YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. And we do have a Twitch account, but don't really use it.
Discord is just like a place where people like put their Discord channels up. So it's like a bulletin board for Discord channels. So I'll just and then you can make a bot that will just automatically re-put yourself at the top of the list, because that's how a lot of people will find different Discord channels to join. That's how I joined the AOC Discord channel, you know, and the I found a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Okay.
The Bernie Sanders one, I joined him too. I'm looking for all of them. Yeah. All right. So
I hear you.
now, as in terms of, let's take a look at your organization now, because you know, we could look at like one thing that you don't want to get is too comfortable. You want to have like, you know, ask yourself continuously like, is this good? Is it still good? Is it good going to the future? Maybe there's a way to make it better. So if there's a direction for the Yellow Brick Road program, which I think is becoming something a unique proposition, a unique experience that I would love to share with everyone. How can are there certain metrics for success that you feel for yourself, or how do you determine that things are going right with the Yellow Brick Road channel, and what are your plans for, and how do you plan to maybe increase those things in the future?
For the YouTube, the thing that I look for is that people are discussing things, right? Straight up having conversations with each other. Also, hopefully semi paying attention to the topic we're talking about, which sometimes can, you know, people will get lost in their own personal discussions and never even see what we're actually talking about. But, you know, that happens. And the most important thing, the number one most important thing, is to not idolize the content creator. That's number one for me. Do not make me some deity or god or leader or whatever the freak, right? I'm just a guy making videos, and you guys are a part of what I'm doing, right? I do a lot of discussions with the chat themselves. I read the chat. I try to conversate with them. Obviously, when there's like too many people, I can't read everything, but I try to interact with the chat a lot. And I don't want any sense of Jordan is, you know, king honcho around here. Like, I'm just a guy on camera saying, okay, who put a link for that video? Okay, let's check out that video. Let's all discuss it. Yeah, I'm running the microphone, right? So obviously my voice is going to be a little bit louder, but hey, that's when we'll open up Discord later so that everybody else can have their ideas out there on voice and all that stuff. So yeah, number one, do not deify me, and I think it's working. That's where I'll go.
I get that, yeah, and I do appreciate. It's kind of funny, right? Because to promote you, I have to kind of like build you up, yeah, which I feel like you earned.
Yeah.
But you know, then again, right? So, but he's absolutely right in that too, and I do feel like within this community, you could come in as anybody, but really immediately be treated with respect. Some people open their mouths and say some weird stuff, and then, you know, hey, sometimes it's even happened to me. So no one's above, you know, judgment in that room, which is cool.
And that's not even me being like that's not even me being like a Discord leader or the content creator. That's me being me. Like if I heard that, you know, like outside on my stoop, someone saying something like that, like I'm gonna like talk to him about it. That's just me being me. That's not I'm General Yell Bro and I'm gonna call you out now. Like no, if I hear something that I disagree with or I think is a little weird, I'm just gonna say it.
We've had an influx of brand new people come in, or maybe they're returning. I'm gonna shout out some people right now. Frank Analysis, we go back. Actually, we were also kind of, was it through Reyes that introduced us? No, it was through Israel. Yeah, I went through Israel, and then from Prop and Reyes, I met. I think Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, that's how I found out about your channel, from Prop and Reyes. Yeah. So yeah, they are out there promoting. It's almost like a team. Yeah. Are you guys kind of like working together to a certain extent?
No.
No.
Not like that. I
That's
think they find people they like and they tell other people about it, or even not like hey, check out this dumbass. Look at this over here. Like they'll do that too. But yeah, definitely Anthony and Prop definitely get content moving around to all these different places. Like you could see Prop going at like Hinkle today, and I had nothing to do with that. Just want to put that on record. Nothing to do with that. That's Prop being Prop.
Yeah.
But he's putting my name in it, or he's putting Whitney Webb's name in it, or he's putting whoever, right?
Right.
So that's kind of what they do. They're kind of like
it's like we're all promoting each other type of clan right
yeah.
here. Yeah. So even though there may be disagreements, or maybe even like, you know, different movements or different approaches, right? Everybody's still working for the common good. It's like a family, you know. You can't get kicked out of family, so you get that feeling there. But who knows though? Yeah, things change.
Yeah.
Things are always changing. But I'm a deep appreciator of what's going on. So now, So you said that's the good thing that you like is like seeing the conversations go on, getting people involved in the community. So I guess we want to see more of that. What are some of the I know Prop and Race are kind of working on that project automatically, as am I. Do you think that there's a point where maybe, I think we've been talking that discussion, I think Ben Montaigne had brought that up, about something about, there's actually a theory where there's like a certain number of an organization, like I think it's like 180 or something like that, where they say you can no longer really maintain a society that doesn't start to have like bureaucratic problems, that becomes unsustainable in certain ways. Have you ever heard of that theory?
I believe I heard him bring it up one day.
Do you think that there's a way for Yellow Brick Road to become too large, maybe, or do is there a power in, or do you want to really?
It's the same problems, but just on a larger scale, right? The problems, the quote unquote problems that we deal with right now, like in a Discord or whatever, the problems we see right now are there's just normal people problems. Maybe you said something that insulted someone else while you were speaking your point of view, right? Like that can happen. Now just expand that to a larger size. It's like if we already have this mentality of A, not deifying anyone, B, being yourself, like honestly being yourself, and C, willing to listen to others, like I can't see where there would be a problem. But at the same time, I understand there's that human problem I constantly talk about. And I try my best, no matter how large the channel is, if I feel like hey, we have such a strong disagreement that I feel like I need to confront you, like I'm going to try and do it. If it's 2,000 people or 100 people, whatever individual it is, I take them as individuals and I try to go talk to them.
One super development that I've seen develop recently is there's like, right now we're like kind of reaching out to people kind of like I think on a one-on-one basis, which I think is totally organic and cool and I love it. We actually but because we're talking to content creators and also organizers, I think that guy Independent Left News, he has his own following, he has his own group, his own Discord. Maybe we could have like a super mega crossover event, right, where we just kind of like combine the communities for some kind of big discussion or something. And maybe, I don't know, yeah, but I see these people also participating. Right, hopefully, right, they seem to really like it. I bet you they're going to get hooked like me, yeah? I bet you we're going to see Reef real soon, yeah? This shit is addictive, man. I love this shit. I'm on this shit every day, for real. The Yellow Brick Discord. Too. Yeah.
I mean, the door's open for them. The door's open for them. But fair warning, in case the Independent Left News Discord hears us, the people around here have sharpened their fucking teeth by discussing with people, really having their arguments put on the table. Like, their teeth are a little bit sharper, so be ready to defend yourself, defend your ideas. It can get hectic. That's all I'll say.
We also need to bring frickin' subs back. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll see. It's all good, though. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just eagerly awaiting the return. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure you are too.
Doors always open for her, obviously. Doors always open for her.
I'm sure you are too. Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, so I'm super excited. What's going on next on the Yelbo stream? Well, what's coming up next? You got another. Streaming every Wednesday and Sunday, right?
Wednesdays and Saturdays is typical. Sometimes I'll do Thursday and Saturday, or it could be a random day during the week if there's something like special happening. But it's very typically Wednesday, Saturday live streams, probably around like 6-7 o'clock Eastern is typical time. But I usually make it up as I go. And Wednesdays usually topics.
There's a fun game going on where we're trying to like predict where Yelbro lives because it's a big mystery. So the East Coast just went way up as in terms of probability. So.
No, I was just raised by TV, and TV always puts Eastern time first, so that's why.
We be studying weather patterns and shit. The people are like, yo, it's raining outside. I think he's in the city. It's a real fun game. There's a lot of fun games going on in that Discord. There's a lot of different conversations going on at the same time, which is hot. So
I just want to say, like, for what our streams do. On Wednesday, it's usually straight up talk with the chat. They link videos and we react to them straight up, like the whole night basically, till I open up Discord. Then we all have, voice call discussions. Saturday, usually like the beginning is like we'll do some videos. Then after that, the fights are on. We're turning the fights on. We're turning Discord on. We're getting crazy. I'm grabbing a Four Loko and we're all talking shit and having fun.
We talk a lot about like or we used to, right? Or I think we still do like political, like I'm sorry, the psychological aspect and understanding people's intents. But intent is only part of the game, right? Implementation is also a huge key. So
yeah,
how do we really when we talk about the our analysis from the armchair, I guess, so to speak, right? How do we review and make sure that the work that we are achieving is having positive results?
There is no guarantee of positive results, and that's just first off, that's just my philosophical stance. But
I like that. I agree with that actually. Yeah.
But
no one knows the future.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say that all right, I'll focus on something like someone being well intent or not, right? I focus on that because for me, that's obviously, I think that's the first step and most important thing to recognize. After that is when your own personal expertise, your own bliss, whatever it is, it takes over. Like something like you do, Ed, with organizing and activism and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert at that.
But you
so
know
I'm
what?
gonna be like,
but
hey,
you know
yo,
what?
Ed's over here. Like Ed is the guy you should go to when you're talking about this particular thing.
You're one of the very
Good?
few communities that I'm able to participate with that remains open. That remains open to listening to everybody. That's activism cannot exist in that because activism needs to not be heard. You get what I mean? That's how you can kill activism, which is good. And you like just fucking listen to them, and then, oh my god, like for real, yeah. Like it just goes a long fucking way, It's fucking yeah. That's a magic formula, straight up, man. Like that, and also right. The fact that you're listening to others makes you much stronger as in terms of being able to find solutions to issues. I think that's also another reason why your high-quality people keep coming back. Because other high-quality people are there who can speak their minds freely without fear of, am I supposed to say this, or I'm supposed to finish this fucking category, or am I allowed to fucking say this or not? You can say what the fuck you want, yeah? And because you have people who particularly love that shit, you have a high energy, a fun-filled atmosphere if you like action. Which I love that shit. Sports, fuck yeah, I love that shit. Let's make it super live. Hell yeah.
Like you're saying, when you're saying like something like high quality people, like there's doctors that hang out here. There's the homeless that hang out here. Certain people that are like homeless go to libraries to hang out with us on Discord. Like all these things, there's all of these types of people here. And they're all gonna bring
that Josh Davis kid. I like his spunk. He's got a lot of, sometimes we bash heads, but he definitely like, he carried my kind of like, I guess you could say my.
Yeah. And with
I don't want to use the word swag, because that's what some people call it on me. But right now swag is not a popular word in this community for whatever reason, which is right. Tell you the truth.
But yeah, so once you have all these different types of people, you end up with all these different types of expertise. Let's be real, right?
Yeah.
So when someone's like, well, what's the practical solution for this or that? Like, oh, someone broke a leg? Well, there's a doctor right over here. Talk to the doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I can
so many
point you where a
discussions.
doctor.
It's so rich, right? You got freaking crypto discussions going on, right? Constantly, yeah. And we keep coming back to these things. Yeah, constantly, every night, it's sick, yeah? It is better than any news program where you're watching some basic ass, Lester Holt repeating some bullshit, like, like you're 2 years old or some shit, and you're like, what the fuck, This guy knows nothing. So I'm super excited, and I think that I'm hoping that other communities form just like this and interact with ours. If you know about other communities like this, I'm looking at I think Politically Provoked. They have like discussions with a lot of different YouTubers, maybe we go up there and team up, yeah? I think that would be a good place for us to visit. You down for that?
Visiting what?
Actually, there's something called Politically Provoked, and they even have 2-on-2s, yeah? So they'll have like two people arguing position versus another two, and usually the other content creators on the other side of that. So it sounds like what we do, you know?
Okay, like
We
a
should-
debate type thing. Okay.
We could even have the 2 versus 2 be our people versus our people, but I think it would be fun to like interact with other groups. Who knows?
That'd be
Anybody-
interesting. I wouldn't mind
yeah.
doing that. Yeah,
ABV
I wouldn't-
status. Anybody but Vosh. Fuck, we do not. I have no interest in debating Vosh, okay? Vosh is whack, yeah? I have no interest in that fool, yeah? I'd rather meet new people, for real. None!
Oh, I want to talk to everybody. So.
Oh, man, yo, Vosh gets
included.
smacked. If he tries to pull that shit on me, I'd smack him I'd just smack him. Yo, shut the fuck up, sit down, yeah? Sorry, not trying to talk tough or nothing, you know? But he'd be getting, like, disrespectful. Like, I'd be like, nah, calm the fuck down, boy. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, you come from a sports background. You were on the road as a baseball guy, right?
I've traveled and played.
Were you
That has
like
happened.
what you were like staying in hotels like a lot and stuff like that?
Earlier on, yes, like my younger day, like
I'm thinking
I'd
maybe
say like late
right?
teens, early 20, like that'd be more of when I'd be moving around. But later in life, I had to, let's be real, I got older, I had to settle in with certain areas. I'm not going to tell you where I'm from, but like
Yeah.
in that area, I had to kind of like settle down there.
Yo, if you're like the thing is that when you have to like be close to a lot of other dudes sometimes, and you don't get to like choose like you're all on the team, you have to travel together and see each other every day. You learn to be more accepting of differences and stuff, maybe. So you seem to have a very good skill at managing that. Yeah, people with different ideas, but still like allowing them to remain. A lot of people have never had that experience where they have to work with someone day after day after day, but they do it, but they're fake about it. They do it, but they're fake about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you're real about it. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. Fuck the fake
That fake
shit.
part
Fuck the
happens
fake
quite
shit.
a bit.
Fuck the
That
fake
happens
shit.
Quite a bit.
That's
Yeah.
because cowards. Because they cowards. Just fucking deal with the reality. What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to be human with each other. I mean, what's the point?
It's just a waste of
the point of
time
what we're
making up
doing?
all this bullshit, and then other people have to figure out the bullshit. Why? There's so much other shit that needs to get done. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
tonight, is anything going on the Yelbro stream? You thinking about setting up, or you maybe tomorrow? Wednesday's
On my
usual day, but
Discord,
you're there all the fucking time. Let's be real, right? Yeah.
on my Discord, yeah, I'll be hanging out, chilling, I guess.
Alright, cool. All right, so I think that's good, man. Is there anything else you want to share with the? Let's shout out some people from the from the community right quick. Yeah, Redneckonomics. Yeah.
TV.
Subscribe to that channel. Also, there's a fundraiser going on, so hook them up. Who else?
Propaganda Live on YouTube. Check it
We're
out.
gonna forget some people and shit on them right now. Let's keep going.
Let me see. Yeah, Frank Analysis. Oh my God, there's so many fucking people.
Steve Glory and Allie from So Newsday.
So yeah, you got them. You got Steve Cutler playing guitar out
Yeah,
there. Steve
Steve-
Cutler Live. Geez, who else has channels on here?
Yo,
don't
I
even
like
know.
my boy Parappa the Rapper. I'd like to see you come back. Mr. Wilson's
Parappa.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
My son, that's my child right there, bro.
K to the C. What up?
K to the
Always
C.
there. I need some goddamn European accents. RSFO. Shouting him out. You know what I mean? Love
Shout
out
out
to
to
Chip.
QAnon.
Chip's my heart. You know what I mean? Q Anna. Who that?
QAnon. My bad. QAnon.
I don't even know, but just so you know,
QAnon Dubster. What's up?
I'm a cleric of QAnon, just so you know, yeah? My magical powers.
No,
Flow.
actually, I do want to shout
And I
something
grabbed
out. I want to shout something out real quick. If people don't know me, haven't seen my channel before, and you go to my channel, look in the description box, and you'll find where you can donate to survivors of AFRICOM, and you can donate to their GoFundMe. It's for, people who have suffered under the tyrannical shit we've seen in the world. And if there's any way to help or just share it, that's cool too. Also, Stevie's Cash App is also in my description box.
Yeah.
We try to help each other out, man.
Oh, another
100%.
staple is Devin, right? Yeah?
Devin's journey to recovery. Yes, share it everywhere. You can't really donate right now, but you can share it everywhere. That'd be nice.
Yo, I know
Shout
the
out to
gospel,
Pyramid
man.
Seven.
I know the gospel. I could preach it from the beginning to the end, man. I'm a Yo Bro fan. That's what's up, yeah? Hey, thanks for thanks for checking out another episode. This is DJ off motherfucking 7 on the daily. See you tomorrow, yeah? God bless. All right. I guess that's the stream, man.